Cassie here, and welcome to today's video. So the following sequence is designed to stretch and strengthen your legs, as well as begin to warm through the shoulders and arms, so that you can enjoy a short, balanced practice that will stretch and strengthen your whole body. So to begin, take a moment to get nice and centered on your mat, whether that's seated, cross-legged, or sitting in any position that feels comfortable. Your hands can rest comfortably in your lap here, and you might close your eyes, or maybe you keep the eyes softly open. And we'll take 3 slow, deep breaths together. So breathing in through your nose, fill up your lungs. And then exhale all the way out through your mouth. Nice. Let's do 2 more as you inhale through your nose. Exhaling through your mouth. Last breath in, we'll do together. All right, and from here, come to bring your hands together at your heart, perhaps taking a moment to think about something you're grateful for, or to set an intention for today's practice. And then when you're ready, let's breathe in, bringing the arms out to a T, nice and wide. And as you exhale, you'll bring the hands forward. And as if you were going to clap your hands but missed, keep on going until you wrap your arms around your shoulders. And if it feels really good here, maybe you drop the chin down towards the chest. Showing love to the upper back as you breathe into the space underneath your hands. And when you're ready, breathe in, opening your arms nice and wide so we can misclap the other way. So bringing the arms forward, let the other arm now come on top as you hug your arms across your chest, with the option here to drop the chin down towards your chest if it feels good. Take one more breath in, and one more breath out. And then breathing in, bring your arms all the way out to a T one more time, as you now bring your right arm all the way across your chest, and come to hook your left arm around, bending your elbow here, so that you're holding on just above the elbow of the right hand. Of the right arm, as you begin to gently stretch through that right shoulder. Breathe out to release. Bringing the left arm now across your chest, hooking the right arm around as you very gently stretch through that outer arm and shoulder. Beautiful. Let's breathe in, arms wide. Bring both hands and arms up overhead as you exhale the hands down towards your heart center. And then from here, find your way onto hands and knees for your tabletop position. And we'll take 3 rounds of cat-cow together. I'll talk you through the first round in case this is your very first time. So on your breath in, you'll let your belly start to drop towards the mat as you inhale to arch your back, lifting through the chest and the chin. And then as you breathe out, come to round through your spine. Arms begin to push the mat away as the head comes between the arms. Inhale to arch on up here. This is called cow stretch, lifting the chest. Exhale, reverse the movement to what we call cat stretch as you round through the spine. Let's take one more together as you inhale, finding your arch. Exhale to round all the way through the back here. And then when you're ready, inhale to come to a neutral spine as you bring your right foot up between your hands, even if you have to hike your foot up there. Nice. So from here, letting the hands rest on the mat, begin to rock gently forward and back here on the right leg. Just kind of feeling out the back of the right leg as well as the front left thigh and hip flexor. So if you feel comfortable, maybe you rock all the way forward, letting that knee track past the right ankle just a little bit before exhaling to rock all the way back. Perhaps even straightening the right knee and beginning to lift up onto the heel of the right foot. Let's do that one more time as you inhale to come forward. And then exhale, rock all the way back here, stretching through the right leg. Maybe even lifting the right foot up off the floor. And then inhale, walking the hands through to center. And from here, come to tuck the left toes under as you get rooted in the feet and the hands. Take a breath in. Begin to lift that left knee up off the mat, getting nice and long through the left leg. Taking just a breath here before exhaling to lower the left knee down. Giving yourself permission to take a rest if you need it. And then when you're ready, we're going to lift up a second time, holding on for a little bit longer. So you'll inhale, the left knee lifts up as you stretch long through the left leg. Imagining this length could reach all the way up through the spine and out through the crown of your head. Let's take one more breath in here, and then exhale to lower the left knee down to the mat. Back toes can be tucked or untucked, yogi's choice. As you plant the left hand on the mat and then breathe in to guide the right arm out and up overhead. And my hand disappears, but I'm simply lifting my right arm up. And you have the option to look straight ahead, or maybe you begin to turn your head a little bit to gaze up towards your hand. Take one more breath in, and then exhale to bring the right hand back down to the mat as the right leg comes back to meet the left here. So for the sake of the demo, I'm going to do the right side the second time, but when you're ready, you can bring the left foot forward between the hands, coming to find that forward and back motion on this side. So again, just very gently stretching through the back of the left leg as well as the front right thigh. Perhaps even coming forward a little bit more so that that left knee begins to track past the ankle a little before exhaling all the way back, seeing if you can begin to straighten through the left leg, lifting up onto the heel of the left foot. We'll do that one more time as you inhale to come down onto the foot and shifting as far forward as feels comfortable. And if it feels okay, maybe you come all the way forward, beginning to invite that left knee to come a little bit past the ankle before walking the hands all the way back here. Maybe even lifting up onto the heel of the left foot, stretching through the back of the leg. And then when you're ready, we'll come forward, letting the left knee come just over the left ankle. As you now tuck the right toes under, and then breathing in, rooting down into the hands and feet as you lift the right knee up off the ground. Nice and long through that right leg. Take a breath in here, and then exhale to lower the right knee down to the mat. Taking a moment's rest if you need it. And then when you're ready, let's lift up once again. Right knee lifts, stretching nice and long through the right leg. Imagining that length could go all the way up the spine and out through the crown of your head. Take a breath in. Exhale to lower the right knee all the way down to the mat as you plant the right hand into the floor, and then breathing in, guiding the left arm out and up overhead, with the option to either keep your head facing forward or come to turn your head to gaze up at your left hand. Take a breath in here, And then exhale to bring the left hand all the way down as you bring the left leg back to meet the right, rocking a little bit side to side in your hips, just letting that go. Before you come to bring your big toes to touch here, letting your knees come a little bit wide, not quite as wide as your mat, but just a little spaced apart. As you now lower the hips down towards the heels, finding child's pose. And you can leave your arms out in front of you, resting your forehead on the floor. Or maybe you bring the arms in, resting your head on your hands. And we'll take 3 slow, deep breaths here, just to restore. Perhaps really sensing the back body here as you fill with breath. So breathing in, filling the shoulders and back. And then exhale all the way out. Let's take one more big breath in. And then a long exhale. And then when you're ready, finding your way back to your tabletop, onto hands and knees. As you now bring your hands forward about a palm's distance ahead of you, so they're a little ahead of your shoulders. Come to tuck your toes under, getting nice and rooted in the hands and feet. Breathe in, lifting your knees and your hips up and back off the floor. Shifting back so you find something of a V shape in your body. This is downward facing dog. So from here, if it feels good, you might start to pedal out the feet. So bending through one knee and then the other. Perhaps really focusing on stretching through the legs as you move here. And then as you're ready, let's exhale to bring the knees all the way down to the mat. Taking a moment's rest here. And if you feel up for a second downward dog, then come to tuck your toes under. Breathe in, hips lift up and back. And maybe from here you focus more on simply pausing in stillness. Or maybe you really play with straightening the legs, seeing if you can reach your heels to the floor, but being okay with yourself if your heels don't quite reach. Yoga isn't something to achieve, but rather it's a place to play and to explore the body. So as you're ready, take one more big breath in here before exhaling the knees all the way down to the mat. As you come to sit down now, bringing your legs out in front of you. Bringing a gentle flex into your feet and your toes. Nice. So stretching out here. Begin to rock the legs a little bit side to side as you play with pointing the toes and flexing the feet, perhaps even alternating between pointing and flexing. And then when you're ready, take a breath in, lifting both arms up and overhead. As you exhale, begin to bend forward from your hips, seeing if you can reach your toes. And then let your hands land somewhere. So maybe they reach your toes, but if that's too much strain on the legs, like it is on my legs, then feel free to hold the ankles or even the shins. And just notice how it feels to stretch through the legs, but also to begin to bring the torso forward to rest on, as if to rest on the thighs. And maybe you can rest your torso on your thighs. But our legs did a lot of work for us today, so just take a couple breaths to release. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. Take one more big inhale. And as you exhale now, slowly rise up to sit. And if you are ready for the final rest, what we call Shavasana in yoga, come to lie down on your mat, getting nice and comfortable, or find a comfortable seat. And as you get grounded either on your back or in a seated position, maybe you close your eyes. Really sensing the weight of your body dropping down into the earth. You might bring one hand to your heart, the other to your belly. As you take a couple of final breaths here. Letting each breath in that you take fill you all the way up. Maybe the breath rises into the hands. And then as you exhale, the hands drop back as you completely empty of breath. Let's do one more together as you inhale all the way. And then a long breath out. And you can stay here in your Shavasana, in your final rest, for as long as you'd like. But this is where I will leave you. So thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you have any questions or feedback, feel free to leave me a comment below. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. And namaste.